We're going to generate some sounds today with the sound generator. Let's get to it. Shift settings is how you get into sound generator. And when you get to the main screen here, you have a top row and a bottom row. Let's start with the top row. You have 3 tabs here. The first tab is going to be how you generate your actual sounds. This is your sound. This is your sound menu. C knob 1. Hit the root note. Let's go through some sounds here. Let's turn this down. C2 is going to be your frequency. And you can play around with the frequency of the notes here, as you can see. And no matter where you end up at, if you hit the pad again, you're always going to go back to 0. This is your overall volume of the wave, whatever wave you select. Turn it up and down. This is going to be your level. So right now we're going to keep that at 75. Let's keep it at 70. Be on the safe side. So let's go to the bottom row here. The first option is scale. This is going to be the chromatic scale here. Hit the push enter knob. It'll go over to the second cell and you can go through all your scales. You have a major scale, minor scale, and a few other scale options you have here. You can play around with that. And as you can see, it kind of keeps you in key and the pads light up to let you know. The next option is going to be the note option. So this is going to be the root note, pad 9. If you change the root note, which is C, pad 9, and you go to the next one, it's going to be C sharp, pad 10, D, E flat, E, F, pad 6, F sharp, so on and so on. So you can change your notes here and you'll see the note correspond with the pad based on whatever the white pad is. And right now the root note is C. We're going to keep it there for now. Then you have your octaves. So here, change it to +1, +2, +3. Give it like that Star Trek effect. And it goes up to +4. And you can descend to, right now it's on 0, -1, -2, -3 to where it won't even register. It's so low. The next option is going to be offset. So you can offset notes. Right now the root note is on pad 9. And if you want more range out of the pads, you can offset the note. So we're going to take pad 9 and push it to pad 4, which is +11. And now you can get more range out of the pads here. Or we can change it to pad 6 or pad 5 rather. And now the root note is here and it's going to give you less range, but maybe this is the range that you needed at for the project that you're working on. The next option is going to be envelope. The envelope tab, unfortunately, is not working, but I'm going to show you how it works anyway. These are preset envelopes. So basically when you select these different envelopes, C1, B1, A2, B2, you're going to get a preset envelope. So the sound will be shaped a certain way, how they did it at the factory or whatever. But as I said, it doesn't work. The sound doesn't change no matter what you put it at. It doesn't change. So they have to patch that. And I'm sure when that's working, that's going to be a pretty good feature to have in the sound generator. But for right now, it does not work. I didn't factory reset my SP. Some people say there's glitches in the new update. And if you reset it, factory reset it, that will cause some of the issues to correct itself. But I didn't do that. So maybe that's why it's not working. I'm not sure. But that's how the envelope option works. Last but not least, you have the tune option. So if you scroll, it goes by semitones. And if you hold shift, it'll go in larger increments. And now I tune that note up a little bit. Now I'm going to tune it down, 416, and now it's tuned down. And if you hold shift, it gives you 2 more options where you can select the length of the wave, maybe you want the wave to play at 10 seconds, or maybe you want the wave to play at 1 second once you bounce it to a pad. But we're going to keep it on 1 second, but you can go all the way down to 1 period. Of course, if you bounce it at 1 period, you won't even hear a signal because that's way too short. So you won't hear anything. But for demonstration purposes, we're going to start with 1 second. And the last option is you have the balance. So you can either keep it in the center at 0, or you can pan it all the way left, or mute, and for mute, or you can pan it all the way right. But for now, we're going to keep it in the center here. And that's pretty much it. And when you let go of shift, it's going to take you back to the main screen. Let's bounce this down. So now we're on the sound wave, and it's at level 70. It's set for a length of 1 second. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit record. It's going to ask us to select a pad. We're going to select pad 1. The pad will blink green. Once it's blinking green and it's selected, you're going to hit record again. And now that sound wave is assigned to pad 1 with those settings that we set. Generate this tri sound here. So let's change the length of this. Let's play this for half a second. We're going to hit record. It's going to ask us to select a pad. We're going to select pad 5. We're going to hit record. And now that sound is on pad 5. If you hit remain, you can bounce through your buses. Here you see preview on dry, so there'll be no signal. Preview on bus 1. You put a signal on bus 1, or you can put a signal on bus 2. Let's put something on bus 1. Delay. And if you have it there, you hit remain, preview on bus 1, and you can play around with that. Let's see if we can put this into a pattern and play around a little bit. Let's put that down. Another great feature of the looper and the sound generator used together is that you can play with the frequency and then you can go back and get that with the skip back. So let's go back and get what we just did. And even better, we can go onto our looper and we can play with the frequencies. Let's turn the metronome on, record on, we go into the sound generator, and we can and it'll just loop our frequency performance. I think this is a great feature. I just wanted to point that out as well. So to skip back with the sound generator and the looper with the sound generator is just an extra added bonus when we're doing our live performances or creating content. And that brings me to the end of the sound generator. As usual, I appreciate you guys. Stay awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.